Oh my God. Okay. I'm hearing Aquarius. You guys, this reading, it feels like it's gonna go really extended really quick. Because they're dropping music and you can't play certain songs on YouTube. You guys, thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I love you guys. Remember to give this video a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I really do love you guys. And, you know, I'm trying to find my soul family. That's why I started this channel 4 years ago. So you guys, if you feel a connection, feel free to join, stay, be yourself, be free, you know, be open about your connection. And this is like a safe space, provided that you make this place safe for other people as well. You know, then you're always welcome here, because you know that's why I did create it for a certain reason. That's why it's kind of like, you know, it's a little different, but at the same time it's still all about love and romance and tarot and spirituality and divine guidance and divine unions and all that, and divinity, you know. So thank you to you guys who have been here and who have been following your heart. And you know, I just want to say I love you. I love you guys. I think about you guys all the time, every day. And I wonder if you guys are doing well. And I feel like you guys are. And I just always send you guys good energy and positive vibes, provided you're not sending me negativity, because then I'll end everything. Okay. So you guys, let's have a look at your love connection. I'm going to try to keep moving, but once it's time to cut the reading and to go over the extended, that's what it's time to do. So I really don't have that much control over that. All right, so let's get into it. So there is, you're solidifying, I'm hearing solidarity. You're solidifying your base chakra, okay? So your base chakra, you're becoming much more secure within yourself. So you can be much more secure within this connection, because this connection requires you, Aquarius, to be much more firm within yourself. Oh my gosh. And I feel like whoever the divine feminine is in this union is really needing and has recently gotten very firm in her base chakra. Okay, and this is moving the connection along further because the masculine feels it. And so now he feels like what he needs to protect. Now he knows what he needs to protect. Now he knows where he needs to go and what he needs to work on. The feminine is who calls that energy and who, you know, essentially moves the connection. And that's why I always say to the feminines, you know, if you're not working on yourself and getting to know yourself, you know what I'm saying, then and what you want and being firm within yourself and not being worried about other people's opinions and stuff, then this connection cannot really move forward. Or it will, but you know, sometimes that's what you're needing to learn. And I feel like that's the lesson that you're at right now. And you're passing it with flying colors, Aquarius, or your divine feminine is if you're an Aquarius male, because you guys are calling each other in. There is a union of hearts that's perfectly happening right now. I'm hearing you both agree on the same thing perfectly. Like whatever it is that you're thinking that you want to do to move this connection forward, they want to do the same exact thing. But I feel like it was on the divine feminine to decide to move things forward. Because I feel like somebody or both of you guys needed that confidence within yourself, and you needed also to remove some blocks, some energetic blocks that have been removed. Okay, I'm hearing through magic, through, you know, passion, energy, and through taking on a new beginning, but it feels like it's magic, manifestation. And you guys have secured your base. The base chakra of this connection has been secured. Nobody's messing in the root of this connection no more. And that's the silly thing. When people try to mess in divine unions, it's silly because that's not the right, because they think it's like their union, they think it's like their relationships, because that's why they call them dealing with or relationships or whatever they want to call it. It's not a connection, it's not a union, because they're not actually connecting to anybody, because they're not even connected to themselves. So it's easy to get in there and mess up those unions. It's easy, and there's no karmic blowback, especially if you're divine, because there's a higher reason, you're a higher being. So when you step in there and do what you do, it doesn't really affect, you know, you, because unless you're in karmic dynamics, then it'll affect you, because it's freeing you. It has a 360 effect. That's why there's that whole rule and those stupid laws people talk about, because there is a 360 effect, but that's alchemy, you guys. So what's happening here is, you know, I feel like if there was karmics and stuff, they were attached to karmics, or the divine feminine was very attached to karmics. But the way that they were attached was through their I'm hearing success, their root, feeding, housing sort of thing. And there's a separation. Now this person, the divine feminine, is getting secure enough within herself that she's manifesting that for herself. So she doesn't need these karmics. She never really did, but she felt like she did. And that's why her base chakra needed upgrades. But now that she got the upgrades, now she's nurturing herself and she can nurture the connection. And that's why there's growth. There's growth coming in this connection, you guys. Give me a second. I just have to drink more water. You guys, you guys, there's a lot of stuff coming in my head right now. There's a lot of messages coming and all that stuff. But I feel like somebody, but it doesn't really matter who, because I feel like what's really important is the new beginning that you guys have, because the feminine is more firm in herself and more secure within herself. The feminine needed to get secure within herself. She did. Okay. I feel like there was a queen in the midst, and you might have had some abundance come in this connection, but maybe in a funny way, but somebody brought you abundance and you could thank them. But I feel like you might not want to, but I feel like you should, because this person, they had your back. And this was another divine feminine that was either guiding you, maybe giving you advice. Sometimes divine feminines move energy. They don't know that they're doing it, but they move energy for you, for other divine feminines, especially when they need it. And so you've been getting help, Aquarius, from other divine feminines that maybe were like masked. You didn't really know they were divine feminines, or you didn't see them, you didn't know. But I'm hearing somebody brought you right to their doorstep and paid for it. That's what I'm hearing. So literally, Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? Literally, what's happening is there's a new beginning. You're manifesting a new beginning, but ultimately you're withdrawing, and this connection is withdrawing from things that bring you paranoia, from things that bring you anxiety, fear, and ultimately you're going within to know what it is that you truly desire, what truly makes you happy in this connection, and ultimately, so that you can secure that and have your own autonomy, independence, all that sort of thing. I feel like you can tell who the queen is. The queen is always the person who's not meddling. The person who doesn't feel like they need to go over and mess in this person's connection and that person's connection and that person. The person who minds their business and works on their own stuff, that's the queen. That's always the queen. It's never the one who's screaming that they're, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. And those are the queens that are terrifying, because those are the ones that they know it and they're probably really alone. So they just don't care what happens. Or it's like they are just those are the loose cannons. Those are the bombs. You know what I'm saying? The ones that, but I feel like there's a queen. I feel like some of y'all have been a quiet queen amongst some karmics, and they're going to discover how big, how much, because I feel like there's some security you brought in. You manifesting something, and I feel like this is something that's been coming for a while, and now you're finally getting it. Okay, and you're manifesting this ability or this opportunity to withdraw from unhealthy circumstances. In the recent past, you made a judgment about what was serving you, what was not serving you, and I feel like in this judgment time, you really started blossoming, and you were dealing with a lot of sadness. There was a lot of isolation that you had in your life that you were dealing with. Okay. That you were dealing with. And it's like you weren't really processing these, and that's why it took so long, because you weren't really, or this was really deep, and it was a lot. No, sorry, I'm not Aquarius. I'm sorry. You were dealing with this, but it was so deep, and there was so much gaslighting. It was so much of like, nobody admitting that that's what happened. Like that's just a lot of stuff happening. You know what I mean? And it made, you ultimately ended up dealing with it and releasing it. But this was hard. This was deep. This is like an intense betrayal, an intense backstabbing. This is intense. And I feel like some of you guys, you might have done this to someone else, or some of you guys, this happened to you. But I feel like if you did this to someone else, then this happened to you. But some of you guys, this might have just happened to you. You might not understand. But I feel like there's an energy of Aquarius. You're not needing to worry if you did it to someone else, because I feel like if you did that to someone else, whatever this is, that triggers the sadness, isolation. I feel like I'm hearing you were doing it from a place of love. You just probably didn't know it back then. I'm hearing you were wiser back then. So you don't have to worry. I feel like you need to trust your intuition, and don't meddle in divine connections. Don't meddle in them. I wouldn't meddle in connections, period. Just don't meddle in them. Some people are like, that's what they do. But I wouldn't meddle in every connection, because sometimes, you know, if it's divine, it either it won't work, especially for a lot of like workers and stuff. If you're a worker, it's not going to blow back in your face. We have a lot of protection because we need it, but it but we have a lot of protection, but you know, it's gonna it's just not gonna work, you know. So that's why it's in divination is important, you know, and it's important to be calm. And because I feel like some of you guys are magicians and you're trying to understand something about magic, and that's what it is. But I don't teach magic, I don't teach anything, I don't teach tarot, I just do readings. And if you pick up stuff, you pick up stuff because you're divine feminine. If you don't, then you don't. Or, you know, whatever. If you pick up stuff, then you are divine feminine, but you're in your own right. I want people to follow themselves. I don't want people following behind me. I don't really want an army, you know. I just want a family. So that's for me, that's what it is. So I feel like, you know, be who you are in your own right and embrace your own divinity and your own higher calling. Because I feel like that's why this is happening, is because you need to be more secure within yourself in order to do this. Like firm from within yourself. You were dealing with some abandonment wounds that were really triggered. Somebody triggered your abandonment wounds. And I feel like your focus, like somebody took your focus off your connection, and they were, you know, it's just like a lot of nasty energy, but they're gonna get theirs. Like I feel like someone or some people have really been messing with your confidence and trying to make you feel bad about yourself, and you're healing and you're realizing, I'm just hearing those people, you're gonna be so happy when you see what these people get. You're gonna be so happy, like elated, like you're gonna be so freaking happy, Aquarius, when you see what these people get for doing this to your connection. Okay. So, or doing this to your heart, I'm hearing, because I feel like some of you guys, it was a karmic anyway. So if somebody meddled, they meddled with a karmic. So that karmic left. And I feel like what they're gonna get, even though they just meddled in the karmic connection because they meddled with your happiness, what they're gonna get is gonna be ridiculous. And I feel like I'm hearing some of you guys, they meddled with a connection that was karmic, and then the karmic left. They raised their vibes, and now they're coming back divine. And so are you, and y'all are going to get them together. So it doesn't even matter, because I'm seeing here in the conscious thoughts, there's upgrades. You're with spirit right now. They can't hurt you. They cannot want you to have it, but they can't take it from you unless you give it to them. Yeah, but also, even if you give it to them, we could go get it back. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we can go get it. We could go get that back, you know? So this person is focused on, you know, they're thinking about healing their heart. I feel like their heart has been healing, and they've been thinking about things that have been making their heart open up to this connection more. This person is really really on a shamanic journey right now, you know what I'm saying? And they're getting more confident in themselves and also in their heart. But I'm like, okay, so why are they thinking about this? I'm trying to figure out why they're thinking about this. And the reason why is because there's a realization that just happened. There was a paradigm. Like I feel like someone broke through a big barrier, and it was something that was really making it hard for this connection to move forward. Mary, it was people, and now the bonds is strengthened in this connection. But I feel like if you have withdrawal, or sorry, if you have, oh, okay, so withdrawal, okay, so there was a realization and a revelation that someone had that caused for this person to open up their heart and become more confident. Okay. And what it was about something that they were refusing to see. And they were refusing to see something about how they were giving up their power, like making somebody else their master. And that's the reason why they felt so trapped. But whoever this master is, they're about to get some nasty shit in their face very soon. Very nasty. And that's from God. Because I feel like, oh my God. Because I feel like some of you guys, I hope you're not worried, because I feel like a lot of you guys, because I said this stuff in the recent past about, you're like, oh, but I might have been doing some karmic stuff. Like, you're in a divine union. Okay. You're in a divine union. Okay. And I feel like that's how you know when you're messing with something that you shouldn't. It's like if things start going awry in your life when you do it, that's when you know that you're in a divine union and God is protecting a union, and there's someone who is trying to infiltrate. Okay. So you need to understand that you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything. You didn't go to this level that these karmics are going. And I'm hearing these people have been messing with you, messing around you forever. Forever. So whatever's coming their way is going to be big, nasty, and they deserve it. And I'm seeing the sun. So it's something that you are really wanting. So I feel like it could be the two of you guys coming together. It could be you separating yourself from these people forever. And that is good enough for you. Because I feel like right now, the focus of your person and the focus on you, this person feels really alone from you. They're very scared. They're very scared. And they're very paranoid, Aquarius. Oh my God. This person feels very shut out from you. But I feel like it's because now they're looking into some of their truths and they're realizing, you know, that I feel like this person there, I'm hearing powerless. Like they couldn't stop this. Like they couldn't, if they could fix this, they would. And I hope you're not taking out your anger on this person, Aquarius, because I feel like that was the problem in the connection to begin with. You would take out your anger on these people or this person when it was like they weren't the problem, you know? And the way you would is like you would shut them out because you were shutting yourself out because that's what you're used to doing, but you can't do that anymore because that's how they took it from you in the first place. Stop shutting yourself out. Like you're now, and this person, they're confronting some truths that they did not. This was some things that was hiding away from for like 7 years, and they're moving on. This person is officially moving on from whatever this is. And I feel like some of you guys, yeah, this is somebody who's karmic, or no, they're not karmic. This is somebody who was in a karmic. Their family is mad karmic, so they're gonna have mad karmic connections because their family's karmic. But they don't want nothing to do with them no more. That's what I'm trying to say. So your fears, they're unnecessary completely because they want to be with you too. But that's what needs healing because I feel like these karmics, they get in your head. And that's why, whatever, I'm hearing death, whatever happens to these people, they deserve it because they were trying to kill you. You know, by ending this connection, they're trying to kill you. So whatever, that's why, you know what I'm saying? But that's why you see that stuff happen. That's why Drake be pulling me like, what's going on? And all the flips, all the scripts are being flipped. And you're like, what's going on? Flip, what? You know, but that's what those people wanted for you. They wanted you to have breast cancer. They wanted you to have a brain tumor. They wanted you to have a car crash. They wanted you to fail. That's why that happened to them. So don't feel bad for them. Because I feel like Aquarius, people play on that. And that's the problem. Because y'all are healers. Aquarians, we are healers. And well, you know, yeah, but we, you know, and, you know, they play on that and they hurt the healer and wonder why they get sick, but you don't. That's why you'll never get sick because you're the healer. Or if you did get sick, oh snap, and then the cure was right there. Or you got some mysterious illness and then you just healed. And you notice that about yourself. It's because you're the healer, and everybody around you gets healed by you being around. And so when they play games, that's why it blows up in their face like that. So you can be like, oh, that's so harsh for them. That's what they deserve because they were playing games, and you're a healer. That's what they deserve. Okay, so they need to heal from that. And whoever, and I feel like if this happened to your divine partner, you know, your twin flame, it's because that was a karmic connection and they needed to go anyways. And I feel like they were thinking about leaving this person anyways because they was getting in the way of the connection regardless. So they was gonna leave, but they needed this extra push. And I feel like there was a few years ago, they gave you that extra push, their higher self did, to leave behind karmic connections. So now you're giving them that push too. Because I feel like they were thinking of leaving and they were like, but I was going to leave anyways, but they didn't understand how that was a revolving door. Whatever this was a revolving door. This person, they would have kept coming back. Because I feel like right now, this person, they feel shut out from you, but they feel shut out from the world in general. This person has experienced a lot of loss, great loss. But I'm seeing like them being happy because they can be with you now. But can you let them in? Can you let them in? They're not going to hurt you. And if anybody hurt you, the last people that hurt you, you didn't even know they hurt you. And then I'm hearing they died. You know what I'm saying? Like the last people that hurt you, they always get what they deserve. They always do. So like let people in, stop it. Those are the karmic connections. And you gotta say, okay, so how you know are you happy? Does this person criticize you? Do they make you want to change? Do they tell you need to change? Even things that you should change, do they tell you need to change? No, that's your twin flame. So you be firm on that and stop being indecisive because that's how the karmics come in, and then they start uprooting your root chakra, trying to, you know, nestle up and take root, and then wonder why when it blow up and they get cancer, they get sick, they die, right? And I'm not saying everybody that gets cancer is karmic. That's an example of suffering. But they wanted you to suffer. That's what they wanted for you, Aquarius, and that's what you need to understand. So you stop feeling bad. This person is addressing abandonment wounds and they're addressing it for you. And yes, they will be with you. But there's a need for you to know that you deserve this person. Because that's another thing. I feel like this person, they know that you think that you don't deserve them. And that gets them tight. So if they withdraw, it's because you're acting like that. Yes. Because it's like, okay, I love you guys. And that's, you know, and there's nothing but love coming from me because I hate comics. If you knew me, you would know I've always hated comics since I'm like 5. I hated them. So you got a friend in me, you got an ally in me, honey. You do. I can't stand them, you know. But at the same time, there's a reason why they're around, and it's because we let them, because they be they be trying to come back in and come out and stop. And I feel like some of you guys, this person, maybe they used to do that, or they did that once or twice, and you thought that because they did that, they were karmic. No, they were under karmic influence. And that's why you have to trust your feelings. That's why you have to trust how you feel. If you cannot stop thinking about this person and you think about them every single day of your life, then why the hell are you leaving them? Because that's how you left yourself before. And you're, oh, I'm unhappy because you left yourself. Stick with you. Fuck the karmics, because they're nothing, and that's why they're karmic. All right, near future. Cycle concludes, okay? Around these karmic people, I feel like there's a big cycle concluding in this connection. These karmics are gone, man. These karmics are gone, and they're done. They're receiving what they gave, okay? That's what's happening. So now, okay, what's healing is speaking up. I feel like now this connection, you guys are going to speak up about things. You guys are going to talk to each other in the right way. I feel like you guys don't talk the right way. Either you guys yell at each other. Aquarius, you know, you get really mean and whatever. Yes, you do. Or, you know, this other person, they shut out. This person seems like the withdrawal type. So they just withdraw. Or if somebody leaves them, they just feel devastated and then they'll just kind of lay in that. And they need to heal from that too. Check that person's sign, check their reading, because I'm getting into every sign. I'm digging into everyone. And y'all better watch, because y'all love to play games with my videos and my readings. But my shit work. And I bring unions together. Okay? And how many other DMD, I'm not even here for that. I don't need to compete with them. I am the one. All right? But here's the thing. Put some respect. Because the good ones, they leave. And that's why I left. And you think, oh, she's karmic. I'm not karmic. Y'all are karmic. Okay, and I had to go back to being divine, because I realized that if I'm attracting karmics, it's because I'm karmic too. So I need to separate myself to go outside and get to, and remember who the F I am. And that's what I did for a year. And I came back and brought wisdom and facts. All right. And that's what you can do too, Aquarius. You just got to be firm in yourself and be firm in this connection. Because I feel like, yeah, you're firm in yourself and you embrace your individuality, and yeah, but you don't embrace your heart. It doesn't matter if something about this person is different. You're different. And they need you. We need you on this planet. They need us. It doesn't matter what they say, because why do you think they keep coming back? We keep them coming. Why do you think they keep coming back? Dummies. So yeah, near future cycle concludes. I feel like you're embracing yourself. You're embracing the world more fully. And there's something around being paranoid that you're reconsidering. And this is causing you to conclude a cycle, and it's being paranoid about this person. And the paranoia that you feel about this person, it's because there's certain things that you're fearful of, that's what's holding you back. And it has to do with fighting, and you're like, oh, I don't want to fight, I don't want to pick this sort of fight. But it's like, nah, fuck them, they started the fight. And that's something you need to understand. If you're in a fight about your connection, because they started it, they did, right? So now you got to go and clear it up for them and clarify. All right, and get them out your house. If they don't want to leave your house, like, they will leave. And that's why they're getting what they get, because they tried to come into your home. They try to come into your body. So then what happens? Your body starts rejecting, you know, their stuff. And so your body starts to attack them. Okay. There's something around paranoid. You're concluding a cycle around being paranoid about this connection, and around people who make you paranoid. Let that go. Okay. And you're opening up. You and this person, they're holding on to you. Okay. And this is requiring great strength for them, because this is a whole new thing for them. This person, I feel like however it is that you're acting right now, however it is that you're being right now, you know, it's hard for them, but it's also like they're trying to flow, but it's very hard for them. It is extremely hard for them. It's very challenging, but they're needing to confront stuff. I feel like this person, they're going to get up, they're going to do some stuff for you. Like this person's not going to let you go. And that's a mirror of how your gifts, Aquarius, how they don't let you go. You know what I mean? How your gifts, your unique talents, even when you left them and you hit the streets and you came back, they were still right there because they fought for you. And I feel like this person, they're going to fight for you. But you need to know that you deserve it. We're going to shift into the extended though, okay? Because there's things that need healing. And I feel like my heart, I feel tears and I feel my heart because I know some of you guys, you got, you know, and I understand, you know, these karmic people. It's okay. Just bury stuff. You know, we're going to go to the extended read, you guys. I'll see you guys. Link down below. Sometimes it takes a minute because I'm still uploading it, but link down below. All right.